A matchup with plenty of history, and now is, what do you think, an elite jersey matchup. The Centennial sweaters, you get the color on color.
Woo! Woo-wee!
Good stuff, this.
That's all I got. I didn't know if you wanted me to say more. I mean, I'm fired up. There's going to be 1 million people watching tonight.
Connor Bedard's ready to go here on home ice. Getting set to put that weekend behind them. It was a tough one for Chicago. We'll talk about that in a bit. They get a very good road team in New York. We're here in the studio. It's NHL on TNT opening faceoff powered by Verizon. Lee McHugh, Paul Bissonnette, Anson Carter, and oh boy, Boosh Bomb.
Looking good, buddy.
Brian Boucher
You guys ran out of people to call up for the studio, huh?
It's all you tonight.
To the bullpen.
Well, I'm impressed, buddy, because that was a late one last night in Nashville. Overtime, shootout. Finished up about 1 a.m. Eastern time. You look fantastic, so I assume big night of sleep.
Yep.
But the Spies, they were out in Nashville, and apparently that was not the case.
Okay.
There you go. Kenny's always ready to party after the game.
We got the fang finger guy. We were hanging out with
the guy. Yeah.
Good guy.
Unbelievable.
Good guy. Really good guy. Fun guy.
Slam him back, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a sneaky.
You seem like a Nashville guy.
Yeah, I'm big into the cowboy hats and cowboy boots.
Tootsie's, is that your spot?
Yeah, that's the place where I was last night. You can tell by the voice.
Exactly.
A good game, though, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent game. We had 2 excellent games last night. Certainly hoping we have 2 more tonight. You want to say something?
I got in the car today. First thing he says, you guys got to start giving the Philadelphia Flyers a little bit more love. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. So he started feeding me a lot of nuggets. I know they're not playing tonight, but we have to give them some love in post.
This is so typical of Philadelphia. It's a New York-Chicago game, and you're in the car talking about the Flyers.
Yeah, I didn't know that he mentioned. I just thought it was like a private conversation. I didn't think we were going to.
That does not exist in the world.
I'm letting talking Josie know so you can get that raise we were talking about.
We're going to focus on New York right now as we get into this one because it's still just a strange, bizarre statistical anomaly with this team. What they've done on the road versus what they've done at home. Most road wins of any team, fewest home wins of any team. They are still, at this point, only a point out of playoff position. Top D-men, though, Adam Fox on long-term injury reserve. Let's go on the ice, powered by Verizon. Focus on a positive here, and that being Artemi Panarin, who has caught fire over the past month. Third in scoring, only Jason Robertson and Nathan McKinnon is with more points over the last month.
I mean, he shaved his head, and he's been buzzing ever since. The playmaking, the goal scoring, he's doing it all for the Rangers right now, and just very impressive to watch. And I think everybody was kind of struggling off the start, but obviously when that happens, all the focus is on the guys making all the money. But since then, he's been tremendous. To Benajad as well. So, yeah, they got to be fired up to get him firing on all cylinders.
Especially in the power play, too. Way too much talent in this team. Like we saw last night with the Colorado Avalanche. Way too much talent to be having these numbers that we're seeing right now. I suspect as the year goes on, their power play will get a little bit better. But as this offense goes, Bush, as Panarin goes, this offense goes. They can't afford to have Panarin not doing what he does on a regular basis.
Yeah, when I look at this Ranger team this year, it feels like maybe the depth is not quite there. So they're going to need guys like Zibanejad and Panarin to really deliver offensively. But they're starting to be good defensively. Like they're tight, and they've got an energy line in that third line. They play physical. There's part of their team that maybe they're not so sexy, but perhaps they're better suited to be a better playoff team with the way that they play, in the sense that they do defend well. They got good goaltending. Obviously, we know Adam Fox is a huge hole in the back end, but when you've got players like JT Miller, who play an abrasive style, Trocheck, maybe this is a team that in the spring they'd be better prepared to play at that time of year versus being the team that's zipping it around and being close to 30% on the power play.
Yeah, I think that's probably at the beginning of the season when they were struggling. Sullivan wasn't too hard on him. He says, hey, the process is there. We're doing the right things. And I think when you start playing a little bit more defensive-minded, sometimes, at least at the beginning, it takes away from your offense. So they're figuring out how to play a more defensive style, but yet still generating. And you talked about goaltending. I mean, between him and Igor and Quickie, they've been tremendous in net. And I actually wanted to get your thoughts on that late goal when Detroit put it in the net and Quickie came off the bench. Would that be something that you would have done in that moment?
Yeah, I could see myself potentially doing that. I love it. I mean, see the fire and passion in Jonathan Quick. And I think sometimes you do things like that, and you know how it is when there's little dust ups on the ice, guys get in the locker room and they they have a chuckle about it after. Those things tend to be galvanizing moments for a team.
Does it bother you at all? Because we saw this a few years ago with Igor Shesterkin, where he had to stand on his head sometimes for the Rangers to be successful. He has faced the most shots of anyone. Does that bother you with the way the Rangers are playing, or does it feel like these are shots that he can handle and it's just a workload?
I feel like they're better defensively this year. And to say that I know the analytics, I don't off the top of my head, but it feels like it's not as high danger as it had been in years past. And maybe the high shot volume has to do with how many games he's played. That just could be how many games, that could be why the shot totals are up. But I will say as a goaltender that sometimes you can't look at shot totals and judge it, because honestly, most goaltenders will tell you they actually like a little bit more work. And if the shots are coming from predictable areas where it's from the outside, there's not going to be those east-west, second, third chance opportunities. Sometimes it's not so bad to give up those shots from the outside.
And another thing defensively, that Gavrikov signing, I would put that at the top of the free agent signings this offseason. Unreal at closing guys off in the neutral zone. And he's also been providing a little bit of offense, way more than we're used to seeing from him. So that probably adds to why they're a little bit better defensively as well.
Would you say, though, trending up, though, for the Rangers right now? And the start was rough, obviously, at home, and they were getting hammered in New York, not getting it done at the Garden. Do you feel better about this team right now?
Absolutely. And I think I go back to how they play on the road versus at home. You have to think they'll get better at home, but it's tough being a New York Ranger player playing at MSG, because every single opponent brings their best game biz. Every single night, guys circle their calendars and say, we want to be ready to play well at the world's most famous arena. However, when I watch them play on the road, their game is so structured and it's so airtight, and they do get production from their guys on the road. That's a sign for me when I watch them and I say, this team could be a team that could play well in the playoffs, because they're not rattled by playing in these environments where other players might wilt and not really produce any offense.
No doubt. And we're looking at Trocheck here. He was injured for a period of time there, and they definitely suffered a dip. This guy is a honey badger. He touches all areas. He's good in the dot. And then also moving JT Miller over to the wing, so spicing things up a little bit differently. So definitely some good moves from the coaching staff to get them back to where they're in a playoff seed.
So if they're trending up, you bring it over to the Chicago side, and they started off surprising. Really good start to the season, especially for a team that had the second worst record in the NHL last year. But this weekend, one of the ugliest weekends in franchise history. They lose to the Ducks and Kings by a combined score of 13-1, 7-1 in Sunday's game, where the scoring chances were 50-11 in favor of Anaheim. Jeff Blashill's the man behind the bench calling the shots. He saw enough, and here's what he had to say.
When you get your butt kicked, on the scoreboard for sure 2 nights in a row like that, and tonight was a total whooping. Your confidence slips, but this is a big boy league, man. You got a mental toughness. You got to find a way to get back at it.
I think the cool thing is that the mental toughness, it's been coming from the 20-year-old, because remember the conversation all throughout last year? It was, is this guy really worth all the hype? I don't know. Is he going to be the guy that we all thought he was going to be?
He is now.
Oh, he looks like it now, doesn't it? I mean, he has a big game tonight, and he puts himself second or third in the league in scoring. He's right there. He looks faster. He looks sharper. And that shot is just so dangerous.
Oh, it's unreal. His playmaking ability this year has been awesome, too. And I was going to touch on the fact that games where he's held off the score sheet, his ability to respond has been really good. So I know that's more of an individual stat, but he's going to have to lead this team if they're going to get over those 2 losses. And going back to having short memories, it's a condensed season. You got to just flush it down the toilet, few bad losses, onto the next one.
But he's not taking a back seat to anybody. You saw he got in Colton Parayko's face. Parayko's 6'5". The guy's a monster out there. When you first come to the league as a young player, you start to think, well, can I ask for an autograph, Mr. Bissonnette and Mr. McHugh, Mr. Bouchard? Can I get an autograph? And then once you figure out that, hey, I belong in this league, I'm taking that autograph from you. I'm not asking you for it, Bouch. And you saw the separation versus the Calgary Flames. He wasn't able to do that last year. He's always had the active stick, but stealing that puck right at the blue line and then creating that separation from the blue line down, I think that's what makes him so much more effective than last year.
And why is he quicker? That's really the question. And we talked about it off camera. Perhaps he was overtraining. Perhaps he was doing a little bit too much in prior off seasons. And when you're a young player, you can be one of 2 people. You can be one that is super cocky and you don't listen to anybody and you don't care what people think, or you can be the person that's trying to please everybody, try to do everything, And that can hinder you as well. I think it was more the latter with Bedard. I think it's, the idea that, he understood last year not to go to the World Championships. He made that decision, took a lot of heat for it. Turns out to be the right decision. He looks like a different player this year. He looks stronger. He looks quicker, more confident. And, what can you say? I mean, sometimes players have to take ownership. He did that, and, the Hawks are benefiting.
Is he making Team Canada for you?
It's close. It's still close for me. If he keeps playing like this, yes. Yeah. If he keeps playing like this, yeah.
And to pile on that, there's so much pressure from Hockey Canada, not from them, but just if you don't go to the Worlds, it maybe sometimes looks bad, right? And maybe, I guess, to a certain degree, it's held against you. And I think that might even be the case for the U.S. program, where they like you representing their country in these instances. So for him to say no and just worrying about what he needed to do to be ready for this season for the Chicago Blackhawks, that fan base has to be thrilled at the way that things have panned out, because he took all of his offseason. He structured it differently. He approached the training in a different way with a different mindset, and it's noticeably different. The compete, the speed. I think the biggest thing is everybody was worried about whether he'd be able to keep up and maybe have that extra half a step, and he has put the work in to gain that. And who knows? Maybe there's even another level after a few more years of growth and development. But he's put in an unreal bid to be on that Olympic team, and it's hard, man. You go back to the conversation, I believe in 2006 is when they left Crosby off, and he was basically taking that step at that same age. So a lot of difficult decisions to make, but hey, he's been an absolute rock star this year, and doing so with not a ton around him. And that's no disrespect to this lineup.
No,
but like Sidney Crosby, they had a lot of free money, and they went and signed a lot of free agency when he was having those early 100-point seasons. So for him to be doing it with, not superstar players surrounding him is remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Bertuzzi there. Bertuzzi's second in scoring on the Blackhawks, and he's 15 points behind Bedard.
Yeah, but I was going to go with Lefshinov there. Artie?
Yeah.
I agree with you with Bertuzzi, and the point I was going to make is they have enough veterans now that they don't have to really force these young players in situations where they're not comfortable. I think in previous years you'd see teams that are rebuilding, and you'd have these young players developing at the National Hockey League level. And NHL is not a developmental league. It's just not. And they sent down Rinzel. He was great when he came in last year. High expectations. Came in the league as a #1 defenseman. That's what the expectations were. Lefshinov started in the minors. And he's really developed and shown that he's able to play the game with a lot of poise, a lot of patience, and show them why he was drafted like a top 5 draft pick. Yeah. But too many teams make the mistake of playing a player, a young player in particular, and they start to struggle and they start to drown. They're treading water. And it's hard to catch a moving train in the National Hockey League. So kudos to the Chicago Blackhawks. Send the young players down and let them develop down the minors when they have the opportunity.
Oh, we're going to go right back to the ice in Chicago. And man, we were just talking about Connor Bedard. Connor, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Listen, you're coming off a rough weekend, a couple tough losses. Jeff Blashill was outspoken about turning the page, big boy league, and you got to move on. Over the last couple of years, you're still young in this league. Is this part of the learning process where hey, it's a long season, night in, night out, you get a chance to change the story?
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, it's a tough weekend, and you never want that to happen. But, we come in and we play well in, and if we win, then it's, no one's remembering that. So it's a lot of games. You got to be ready to go every night, and, just learn from it. Don't sulk on it. I don't think any of us are thinking about it right now. We're just ready to play tonight.
Connor, it's Biz here. We were just having a discussion about your energy levels last year and maybe a little bit of fatigue. Obviously, you've been off to such a hot start. Do you feel that dipping at all, or do you feel the best physically you've ever felt in your career right now?
Yeah, I think, I felt good for the most part, and it's a lot of games. Some nights you're not going to have it physically, but I think for me, getting to the last couple of years, kind of just learn how the league is, and kind of how to best approach it, and trying to figure that out. And but like I said, you're not going to feel your best every night, and that's when you got to kind of figure out how to outthink your tiredness. And I think that's something that we're getting better at.
Connor, thanks so much for the time. Good luck tonight.
Good luck, Connor.
Yeah, thank you.
It's pretty interesting, right? Where it's like more of a mental game. There's just no way you're going to be at your best physically every single night, but you got to now deal with that and feel like I can make an impact a different way on the ice?
Well, I think that's where, that the intelligence to play a structured game and be a smart player when you don't have, what does your B game look like, right? You're not going to have your A game every night. And I think as you get older and you get more experience, you know how to have a B game that is good enough to help you give your team a chance to win. And I think maybe that's where he's starting to mature right now.
And also, when you do have that B game, hey, I'm going to stay on the defensive side of the puck here. I'm not going to cheat as much tonight because I'm going against a harder matchup, looking at the schedule and knowing who you're going to be playing against. So, yeah, back to your point, like, what's your B game look like?
Well, you're in the right place because if you're looking for a group that knows how to go with its B game, C game.
I'll give you my D game
yeah.
tonight. I don't give a fuck.
Those checks are still cashing out, man.
Yeah. Jeez. You ever seen a Z game?
Well, once again, it's been fun working with you.
I think we have.